It's Week 18 of the NFL. And up next, we'll see Michael Gallup on the doorstep of another milestone in a great season, approaching 1,200 yards. It's the Giants and the Dolphins. All that and more coming up next on EA Sports.
Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and off we go from MetLife Stadium. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. On play action, it's Murray. That's complete to K.J. Osborne. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 49-yard line. Now Murray. And his throw's going to be incomplete. This defense for the Dolphins, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long, step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Here's Murray. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. And some room to maneuver. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Now, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him. That's caught. Waddle on the left side. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. They kept it simple, though, CD, only needing a short gain to move the chains, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert. Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game. 40 yards rushing for them on their opening drive of the contest, and it's now 1st and goal. They'll run with Hall. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
They'll go for it. It's Hall. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And this Giants defense able to come up with a goal line stand.
Partner, when you see a running play stop short like that, you just know that the defensive front, they won the battle of leverage and created a push back into the opposing backfield.
And for the offensive coordinator, whether you had 1 yard to go or 20 yards to go on 4th down, now you're probably saying, oh, maybe I should have passed it, right?
Yeah, hindsight is always 20/20.
Lucky there just to avoid the safety, able to fight through the tackle, but still backed up near the goal line. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Here's Hill on the return. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the 2nd quarter, as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
Keenum's throw is taken in by Waddle. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
Doesn't matter whether it's zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
They'll run with Hall. And he picks up the 1st before he's taken down at the 29.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
On 1st down, right back to Hall. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. 59 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Hall again. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. They run it with Hall off the option. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. From the 2, here's 1st and goal. They'll look to run with Hall. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Breece Hall with touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And the Dolphins post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The New York set to take the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They fake the handoff, now Murray. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now he'll let it go deep left side. He's got a man complete. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. Now a stoppage, and we've got Chubb shaken up on the play. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 13 yards, good for a giant first down. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Murray now to throw. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Here's Hall again. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. And quickly, they get to the line. On 1st and 10, Keenum. That'll be complete to Allen Lazard. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. They'll give to Hall. And he's got room. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 108 yards for him now on the ground as he goes over the century mark here. I'd say he's ready for the playoffs ahead, no doubt. Option play, here's Hall. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll fake the give. Now Keenum. Bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. Well, I think a Dolphin was able to fall on it. Yes, they'll keep possession here. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 32-yard line. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. First down, Miami. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. Sanders' kick is good, and that will do it for this first half.
Only 2 quarters of football left in the regular season. Everybody's excited to get to the playoffs, so excited that we're just going to skip right over halftime and get back to the action.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback.
Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter.
And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be license to take some shots downfield.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They fake the handoff. Now Keenum.
And this will be caught at the 30. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
They lulled them to sleep there, so to speak. That was all set up by the running game, wasn't it?
Another example of what all offensive coordinators tell us. When the running game's operating, it really opens up the playbook. And that's when they hit him with the play action.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown.
Breece Hall
with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes our score 17-0. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays.
And it was capped off by a Breece Hall touchdown run.
Well, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter. First down, Murray.
He's got Bellinger.
And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And there's a completion to the tight end, and look at the size of these players nowadays. In that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Jalen Phillips buries him for a loss of 11 from his outside linebacker spot.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
A good return there, 17 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 at the 40.
Now Hall to start the drive.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hall again on 2nd down. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 161 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. They'll go again with Hall. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They run it with Hall off the option, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They'll try the air now with Keenum. This pass out wide to Hall. Down inside the 10. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. That puts him in excellent position, first and goal after a gain of 19.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up second and goal.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the third quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances, so they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
1 quarter remains here as the regular season. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. It's Dolphin football. It's also Dolphin lead to begin quarter number 4. Ball again. And he's in for the score. And his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 24. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it was capped off by a Breece Hall touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. As the Giants head back out there, let's take a look at the playoff picture in the NFC. And you can see by the X next to their name, they have clinched the NFC East already. For the moment, though, they would host a wild card game in round 1.
And for me, it brings back memories about how tough it is to win this division. Not just in recent years, but think about the decades that have stacked up where we've said the NFC East, always one of the toughest divisions in the NFL.
Throwing again on second down. Murray. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Buried behind the line by Christian Wilkins. The offense on third down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on second down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now Murray's got to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. Option play, here's Hall. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 20-yard line.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Ball again on second down. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. They run it with Hall off the option. And he's brought down. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a first and goal.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy.
And he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his. Sanders now to add the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it was capped off by a Breece Hall touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now out come the Giants. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage, because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. Murray going to throw. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup.
Complete to Michael Gallup. A gain of 10. Brings up 3rd and
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Murray to throw on 3rd and 1. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But I believe the Giants got this back, and they will hold on to the possession.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Murray now. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Murray and company going for it on 4th. Throw right side, taken in by Bellinger. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And it's caught. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Extra point try, good by Gano. And the lead is down to 24. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. Keenum wants to throw it. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got a man complete. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.